SVG Detective Agency is officially open for business. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. Happy Gay Lawyer Sunday and happy 100 Girlfriend Sunday. Oh, yeah, baby. We're back. We are so back. Oh, man. Hello, Sleepy. Hello, Myers. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Cage Fan. Who else we got in here? Hello, Thanos. Hello, Boots. Hello. Exile. Hello, Hayden. I think I got everybody. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. So, let's get this, We'll start with the burning question on everyone's mind. Yes, I have seen the first episode of Season 3. Yes, I am extremely excited about it. Yes, it is immediately out of pocket. Right from the get-go. But no, I do not know who the new voices are, and I am not going to know for a while. So don't try to ask. But yes, I have seen it. I will avoid talking about I'll avoid discussing the episodes until the English dub comes out. One, so that people have a chance to catch the episodes beforehand, and I'm looking forward to seeing Natty. I am looking forward to seeing Natty. I will say, I don't know if this counts as a spoiler, but when the first episode does premiere, you will know who the new girlfriends are. The new girlfriends will be voiced. All four of them. Well, 4 of them, I should say. Not all 4. There are some yet to be revealed. But 4 of them do make an appearance in the first episode. So you will find out their voices right away from the get-go. So those of you who are looking forward to that, keep looking forward to that, because I cannot wait to hear who voices who. Also, I'm still stuck in Season 2. Has it not dropped in your neck of the woods, Sleepy? I thought Season 3 Season 3 kind of dropped everywhere, I thought. Oh, also, apparently, and this I'm extremely excited about. Apparently, 100 Girlfriends has landed in one of the top trending animes on Crunchyroll in the US right now. So, freaking let's go! How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Let's go! Thank you, Gabe! I love that. I love that. It's super exciting.
Oh,
I have not had an anime that I've been a part of be trending for a while. So I'm extremely excited about this. Let me put it this way. An anime that I've had a lead role in, I have not seen trending in a very long time. So I am extremely excited. Season 3 is going to be very interesting. Season 3 is going to be real interesting. So we'll see how everyone reacts to the new girlfriends, both the fan favorites and the ones that are a little bit controversial. So all I ask is for the controversial ones, if that's not your thing, please don't hate on the voice actresses. We're just doing our jobs. That's all I'm going to say on that. Was the last one that was trending Vending Machine? Possibly? I don't remember if Vending Machine was trending or not. Nadi has my favorite line in the first episode with her interview. I'm not going to say anything other than that. Oh my god. I hope that the dub team goes off the chain with that. I still want to hear the most Southern fried accent in existence. That's what I want to hear. So I'm really excited to see who's gonna be a part of that as well. Yeah. That I will say that particular part. I had to pause the episode because I was laughing so hard. And my husband happened to walk in as I was watching it, and he froze and went, "Dude, what? What did she just say?" So I had to go back and replay that whole section for him because neither one of us could believe it. Oh man, this is gonna be fun, guys. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Yes, thank you very much, Sabrina. Friendly reminder, voice actors are not the characters that we voice. Don't hate on them. Hello, Cadmus, and hello, Autumn Purple. Hello. Oh, hello, Gamer TTR. I didn't see you there. Hi, good to see you. Also, hello, Leanne. Wow, lots of people showing up today. Hi, everybody. Oh man. So yeah, there's actually a lot of anime news floating around right now. Anime Expo has been going on this weekend, and we have been getting a lot of anime news and some stuff that I'm very excited about. By the way, if you guys have been following the Anime Expo news, and there's any. Have there been any announcements from Anime Expo that you guys are particularly excited for? Because there's a lot of good stuff. I can tell you a few off the top of my head that I'm really pumped about. One that will come as no surprise to anyone is Magic Knight Rayearth has officially gotten its release date. It's going to be October 6th, I believe, is when it will release in Japan. And they just came out with a new trailer. Oh my god. It looks absolutely beautiful. Like, y'all do not understand. I harp about Magic Knight Rayearth all the time because, my god, it is so important to me, this show. In fact, let me, you know what? The trailer can do it more justice than I ever could. Let's go to the desk. Let's go to the desk because y'all need to understand. Y'all need to understand what a big deal this is, and also how absolutely freaking gorgeous this show is. So I am I can't wait! It's Rayearth!
そういえば聞こえた。この世界を助けて。伝説のマジックナイトたち。
There she is! There's my girl! There's Hikaru!
ここが異世界だなんて。なんだか悪い夢みたいね。シャボン玉に包まれてしまいました。
God, it's beautiful! Clamp never failing!
綺麗だ。
魔法はこのセフィーロでも特に心を必要とするものだ。信じる心こそがこのセフィーロでの力となる。
未来を決める。心の強さ。
Look at them! Look at how beautiful they are!
この世界を助けて。伝説のマジックナイトたちよ。誰一人帰ってこなかった。そんなところに
There's Pasea!
行くの
Mario! One of my first anime crushes!
戦っていくと決めたんです。誰にだって誇れる大切な仲間よ。仲間がいると思う。
Oh, the magic looks so good too.
あなたの願いは成就させ。
Oh, and there's Sagato.
私たちはマジックナイトになって。
Oh my god, it looks so good!
炎のや
Yes!
ヒル伝説のマシン
And there they are! There's the machine! Okay, so for those of you who don't know, that was actually kind of a massive spoiler for part of Rayearth. Yeah, the magical girls get mechs. The magical girls get mechs. And even though giant robots are not really my thing, I will gladly make an exception for Rayearth. Rayearth is the exception to the giant robot, not really a fan of giant robots rule. This will be my first real exposure to Ray Earth. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. This is... Because, like, you don't understand. This show... Let me just pull up, like, one of my favorites. My favorite part of the trailer. Yeah, there we go. That shot right there of... Not the shot of the butt. There. the shot of the girls coming up from the fountain. You guys, y'all know that this was what really cemented, this series right here was what really cemented my love for anime and manga, because up until this point, yeah, I grew up on DBZ and Sailor Moon, but Ray Earth was like nothing that I'd ever seen before. And that just cemented it for me. That was just like, okay, I am fully invested. This artwork is beautiful, this story is awesome. I am down for the long ride, and it is still one of my favorite and one of the most heartbreaking stories that I've ever experienced. So yes, I am extremely excited about Ray Earth. I'm not gonna shut up about Ray Earth for a bit. But there was some other stuff that was announced at Anime Expo. And Hayden actually touched on it. The new Persona 4 Revival cast announcement. And yes, I have seen that. Bring that up for those of y'all who haven't yet. We have another cast announcement for Persona 4 Revival, and I am extremely excited. I don't know if they're gonna say it in this trailer, but... Rise! Yeah, there she is! Rise, voiced by Abby Trott, aka Momo from Dandadan. You guys, I am so excited. I love Abby. I love her work. I am so excited to hear her as Rise.
Now that I'm getting the hang of school, I want to go out more and see the sights. But I get recognized a lot, so I'm a little nervous about going out on my own. And
yeah, no, this is major. I am so happy for her.
In town.
They're doing the English version of her song. They've actually dubbed it into English for this game. I'm so happy.
In that world.
Yeah, there was Chatty at the end.
I guess I'm part of the team now, right? Thanks, Senpai.
So yes, Rise playing our Fuka/Futaba role as supporter of the party.
You can do it, Senpai. I'm right here with you. I haven't been in town very long, but I simply love it.
And I love that she is playing...
Give me your hearts!
I love that she is doing it. First off, I love that she's wearing her outfit from Persona 4 Dancing, but you was so fast with that paddle. Wait, hang on. I need to replay that because that's awesome.
Give me your hearts!
Yeah, she was a class act.
Just immediate! I freaking love how quick you was with that. Yes, sir. Love it. Abby has impressive range. She really does. That I wouldn't be surprised if Abby is singing that. Yeah, as she pointed out, she did sing the intro for Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, let's go. Let me try to think of some other stuff that was announced. JoJo, yes. I don't know if it was announced at Anime Expo or just around the same time, but we are getting more Steel Ball Run. We're getting it later this year. I think in September is what they said. I don't remember if there was a was there a trailer for that one? Let me see if there was a trailer for that. Stage 2. Yeah, here we go. second stage. That's what we were talking about. That's what we're talking about. Second stage. Season 3 is available where I am, but it's subbed. Yeah, the dub's not out yet. But we're going ahead and watching the sub. But yeah, JoJo Friday's coming back, baby.
The secret to his victory was the power of the spin.
I have to win this race, no matter the cost.
That man does not volunteer details of his past.
Time for me to pester my brother for his Netflix password again.
Are you gonna nip at my heels in the second stage of the race, Johnny Joestar?
The second stage is Herculean, covering some 750 miles in total. What the hell am I looking at, sir?
A massacre carried out during your steel ball run.
Mountain Tea.
Oh, announcing of the murder mystery. Okay, well, I'm invested. I'm down.
Supposed to win the race in peace, knowing it contains so vile a villain.
Mountain Tim.
I can't figure out what's going on!
Gyro, the knife is heading straight for you too! Look out!
There's something more than human about him. I don't know, I can't put my finger on it.
It passed into an area feared by the native people, who called it the Devil's Palm. It draws out latent abilities that lie dormant within a person.
Gyro Zeppeli did indeed find it.
Oh, I know who that
You
is.
have my loyalty, Mr. President.
There he is.
Believe in the spin, Johnny. There's no end to what you can do with it.
This is what I joined the race to do.
Yeah,
Learn
the
secret of
Joestar
Gyro's
theme here is
spin.
really good.
That which stands against, that's what I call it. My stand. This ability that saved me.
How could I have a stand?
Oh, we finally get to get into the stands. Finally! Finally, yes! They screwed up royally with Stone Ocean. Yeah, I'm hoping that Steel Ball Run will be better. I mean, I didn't have anything against Stone Ocean. I really need to catch up on the JoJos. But I know a lot of people were peeved about Steel Ball Run having so few episodes at the start, so hopefully this will help alleviate some folks as well. And let's see. We know Witch Hat Atelier is getting a season 2. Polar Opposites, I believe, is getting a season 2. Lots of season 2s announced. I think they just dropped it. I think they just dropped that the folks behind Kill la Kill, Promare, and Gurren Lagann are also working on a new series. There was nothing announced about it. They don't have like a trailer or anything, but they did make an announcement. There is one final thing from Anime Expo that I'm very interested in, that I want to share with you guys. I don't know how many of y'all saw this, but this is kind of, this might be going against my, I don't care for giant robots rule. There's one other series. There is one other series that is an exception.
Objection!
Hello, Presto! Welcome, welcome! This place is our paradise, this place is our graveyard. What we hear is the song of eternal damnation. They're already being esoteric AF here. Music is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, those of y'all who know Yoko Taro, those of you who are familiar with Nier and Drakengard, this is gonna be a trip. So there you go. Brand new Evangelion series. Brand new Evangelion. And Mostly, I'm just interested in this because Yoko Taro is working on it. And if there is any director who is like a perfect fit for Evangelion, it's Yoko Taro. Oh my god. This is going to be awesome. I am extremely excited about this. I did watch all of Evangelion back in it was either high school or college. Then I sat down and watched all of it. Admittedly, a lot of it went over my head. But I think I'm due a rewatch of Evangelion. Like, I can see why it was so critically acclaimed / divisive amongst anime fans. So I'm really excited about this one as well. But there you go, a lot of really exciting stuff coming out of Anime Expo this year. So I am really, really looking forward to that. Of course, I know that everyone, for our audience, for our fellow detectives here, I know that you guys are. Oh, Gabe, thank you for reminding me. Oh my god, I almost forgot. I almost completely forgot about this. Because it was so short, it happened so quickly, I nearly forgot. Sorry, we need to go back one more time because there is one last thing I want to show you guys. One last little treat. Yes! Ooh. And unfortunately, that's all you get. That's all you get. But yes, there is a new Sonic animation coming out, celebrating Sonic's 35th anniversary. It's only going to be about 10 minutes long, so it's not going to be like a full-length thing, unfortunately. But yeah, no, Studio Gigax continuing to kill it. Like, that was a stellar fight sequence, and we don't know anything else about the project right now. But you know, I'll take it. We're just getting one step closer to that full-length Sonic animated series that I've been asking for. Oh man. But can I just point out something? Can I just point out something here about the trailer that really gets on my nerves? Can I fuss about something real quick? Let me show y'all. That. We're not even 10 seconds in. We're not even 10 seconds into the clip, and my boy already gets bodied. Why y'all gotta keep disrespecting my boy? Why y'all gotta keep disrespecting Knuckles like this? Stop it! My boy is so much stronger than this. Stop beating the shit out of him every chance you get. There are other ways to show that an enemy is a threat rather than having him beat the shit out of Knuckles. There are other ways to do it, Sega. Come on. Oh man, they bully Knuckles so hard. They bully my boy so hard, and I'm so annoyed. But I will say he does get a little payback with where is it? Where's that bit? Yeah, this little this little bit where he's playing freaking oh god. What is that? Tetherball? Does anybody remember that old ass game that they used to have at every freaking school playground with the ball tied on the metal pole? That was Tetherball, right? Yeah! Knuckles is your boy now. Knuckles has always been my boy. I have always stand Rad Red. Shadow is still my favorite all time. Yes, Shadow is my favorite Sonic character, hands down. But Knuckles, it kind of goes in a... Honestly, kind of depends on how I feel that day, because my favorite characters rotate between Shadow, Knuckles, and Silver. And Blaze. Blaze is also in there as well. So, yeah, it's kind of a rotating Rolodex of my favorite characters. But I've always been a Rad Red stan. I've always been a Knuckles stan. And my boy needs more respect, because he's so good.
Oh no.
What I appreciate that he gets right back up and starts rocking metal shit. Like, yes, yeah. Okay, wait. Let me go back. I need to see it because it's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful moment. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him. Pow, 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 pow. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, fantastic. I prefer Sonic Boom Knuckles. He really hit the gym. Yo, when those Boom designs came out, everyone was losing their freaking mind over how buff and jacked Knuckles got. I will say, as much as I appreciate Sonic Boom's humor, I love the humor. I love the writing. But I hate how much they dumbed down my boy. They dumbed down Knuckles severely. He had been getting dumber as the games went on, but Boom really cemented the point where Knuckles became a dum-dum. And I am forever annoyed by that. He got a little bit of redemption in his prologue arc for... sorry. But yeah, he got a little bit of redemption in Sonic Frontiers, especially during his prologue, which was freaking awesome. It brought me back to the Sonic Adventure style Knuckles, who's kind of more introspective, more of a loner. That's my Knuckles. That's my Knuckles right there. Sonic Adventure era Knuckles, that's mine. That is my Knuckles. Like, that version of Knuckles is my ideal Knuckles for Travis. And Travis did a great job with him. Not gonna lie. For what he was, Travis did a great job. But my Knuckles is always gonna be the Sonic Adventure Knuckles. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. And forever and always. Hello, Date Commander! Welcome! Sorry I missed your comment. You're gonna be devastated in this trial. Oh, don't tell me that. Oh no, please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that. Here, let's jump back to the office real quick. Oh, I do kind of know what's coming up, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, but we'll cross that bridge to the turnabout when we get there. I'm waiting for there to be more Sticks in Sonic. I think they have forgotten about her. I thought that there was a line in Frontiers that mentioned Sticks offhand. Was there a line in... I gotta go back and listen to those, You know what? As a matter of fact, let me do that real quick, because in Sonic Frontiers, he has a lot of idle lines that bring up a lot more of Sonic's friends. I know that Tangle and Whisper get mentioned. I know Blaze gets mentioned. Yeah, Sonic talks about his other friends here. Here it is. Okay, yeah. There's. Let me just see if they. Let's just see if they mention. Let's see if they mention Sticks here, because I'm pretty sure they do. This may not be all of them.
Parts of this island are really lovely. I should bring Cream here sometime.
Okay, so there's a Cream mention.
I bet Tangle would love climbing around these ruins.
Tangle mention.
That is some heavy firepower. Omega would be jealous.
Omega mention.
Man, I could probably call Yacker all the way on Planet Wisp with this thing.
Yacker from Sonic Colors.
I bet Rouge would love to go treasure hunting in these ruins.
It's at the end of the it's at the end.
Kind of reminds me of where we found Babylon Garden. Yeah, I wonder what Jet's up to.
You get that answer pretty soon.
I wonder if it's too late to call Rouge and ask her to steal the other emeralds for me. I bet Omega would have loved to take on those Titans. At this point, I wouldn't mind Shadow lending me a hand.
There's
what I wouldn't
his.
give to have Blaze's help right about now.
Blaze mention.
I bet Zavok would feel right at home here. Wonder how he's doing.
Why do you...
I hope.
There we go. I was about to say, why do you care about Zavok? He's a punk.
Cream will never forgive me if I don't bring you back.
Okay, so it wasn't there. It's at the end of the game. Six is mentioned when Sonic and his friends are leaving the island. Oh! Is she? Okay. Sonic Frontiers ending scene. Spoilers for Sonic Frontiers, I guess, if you haven't seen it. Yeah, let me see. I want to find this sixth line now. Yeah, there it is. See, look at the growth. Look at the growth. How Sonic doesn't immediately push Amy away. He, like, keeps letting her hug him for a little bit. That's cute. Growth! It's character growth, guys. Oh, yeah. We're still debating whether Eggman belongs in the good dad or bad dad pile. Wait, is this gonna... I think it's gonna cut out the end credits. Yeah, okay, it is.
So, that was fun. But I guess it's time we got moving. I know you all have big plans.
You're gonna hardly recognize me when we see each other again. I wonder if Cream and Styx are free.
There she is!
Make a road trip out of it.
There we go. Okay, so she does get like one little mention.
It'll be good to get back to my island. At least for a while.
We're wasting daylight. Let's go.
Man, this is making me want to play... Honestly, it's making me want to play Frontiers again a little bit. I mean, I know I beat the game and everything, but it was... I enjoyed it. I don't see why a lot of people hate on it, but... I love Six. She reminds me of myself when I was 10. You know what? You know, minus the whole conspiracy theory slant that they take with her. Yeah, I totally see that. Six's hyperactivity is very much like me when I was a kid as well. I was very off the walls. Like, low-key, my first grade teacher did not know how to handle me because I was, like... I wasn't a bad kid, per se, but I got bored really easily. So my first grade teacher did not know how to deal with me, so I think I spent more time in the counselor's office than I did in my first grade classroom. At least that's how I remember it. It may be little kid brain kind of overemphasizing it, but that's kind of how I remember it. Did you hear that Eggman is menacing the DC universe so bad that Lex Luthor has to set Sonic free to deal with him? Eggman is the best when he doesn't have to deal with Sonic. I must have missed that. I have not... Okay, I know that they've come out with the second part of the DC Sonic crossover. I have not been able to get my hands on it For whatever reason, it is so hard. Unless I like order them online, it is super hard to find those in my comic shops. I don't know, man. Maybe they just don't care, or maybe they just get snatched up so fast that I miss them. So yeah, I want to get caught up with that. I want to get caught up with that because Blaze's Starfire fit is so good. Cream as Supergirl is so good. Big as Aquaman is the dumbest thing ever, and I love it. Oh man. But yeah, no, I do need to catch up on that. SGG, he literally pulls an evil Columbo Does he? Oh well, now you've said the magic word. You've said Columbo. You've said the magic word that gets SCG interested in just about anything. Cream as Supergirl is unfitting. Why do you think so? I mean, costume-wise, I think it's adorable. But I mean, Blaze is like, have you guys seen Blaze as Starfire? I'm sure those of you who have been following have been seeing it. Yeah, I think this is the fit. No, I think that's just regular. Oh well, I'll try to find it later. Don't need anyone looking at my history. I think Cream would totally be Supergirl. Right? I think it fits fine. I think it fits just fine. Yeah, Columbo's just one more thing. I love it. I love it. It's so good. I'm more familiar with the version of Starfire from the first Cartoon Network Teen Titans cartoon. I am as well. Yeah, Teen Titans is what first introduced me to Starfire and Raven and Cyborg and Beast Boy. A lot of people, that was their first intro, was the OG introduction to Teen Titans. Not the original comic, but that series in particular. Let's see. Check out Goodbye Laura. Yes, I know that just came out. It is on my queue list. Cream is just a girl who barely fights and lives as vanilla. Supergirl's Kryptonian and has powers and actually fight. I don't know. Cream can fight. Cream can fight in her own right. Like, dude, did you not see Sonic X where she took on Emerald? She and Cheese bodied Emerald in Sonic X in the Sonic Battle arc. Like nobody else could do it. It had to be her and Cream. Also, yeah, that is a very surface level comparison. Okay, well, on the same token, you can say that Tails has two tails, but Cyborg has robot bits, so Tails wouldn't make a good cyborg. It's that level of comparison. I'm willing to like overlook. It's not a 1-to-1, and it doesn't have to be a 1-to-1. It's just fun. We're just doing it for fun, and it's not a huge deal. Although I will say, like, some aspects of Supergirl's personality, she is definitely more hot-headed than Cream is. So in that regard, yes, I will say that it's not a great comparison there. But again, they have different personalities. It's fine. I wouldn't have pegged Knuckles as Superman, but that worked out just fine for him. Yeah, Sonic Advance 2, Cream is easily the best character in Advance 2. Mostly because Cheese is overpowered and he's great. He makes boss fights a freaking joke. Oh, somebody just posted Blaze's Starfire in the chat, did they? Ah, there it is. Yeah, there she is. There they are. There are the girls. There's the girls. Oh, they look great. They look great. I love it. I love it. This is perfect. This is absolute perfection here. Starfire was my favorite Teen Titan, and Blaze is my favorite female Sonic character, so this is pitch perfect. This is pitch perfect. Then who's Robin? You know, there isn't one. Would Charmy be Robin? Because Shadow is Batman. Shadow is Batman. Shadow's Batman. Charmy is Robin. It's just funny to me. Yeah, there is no official. We don't have an official one. Okay, so wait a minute. If Charmy is Robin, then would Espio be Nightwing? I don't know. Charmy accidentally joined. Oh, I remember you telling me this, Sabrina. He accidentally joined the villain group because the villain group was called Hive. Oh man, SBO feels more like Robin to me. Yeah, I was actually saying that SBO would be more like Nightwing. Nightwing isn't a ninja? You don't think so? No? Really? I thought it would fit. But I don't know that. I don't know a whole lot about Batman. Omega could be Robin? Okay, explain. Especially for talking absolute Batman where all the Robins are mech. Okay, I don't know nothing about the absolute I don't know nothing about the absolute DC universe other than it's trying to be all dark and grimdark and everything. Or isn't it trying to be more like have more of like a horror slant on the DC universe, or am I misunderstanding? Cuz Marvel is actually doing something similar, I heard, with Marvel with the Marvel Midnight series. They're doing Midnight Spider-Man, Midnight Fantastic Four, and Midnight something else. But those are taking more of a horror slant on the Marvel series. Like the cover art of Midnight Spider-Man is actually I can't look at it. I can't look at it because it triggers my arachnophobia really, really bad. If you're curious about it, go look up Midnight Spider-Man on your own and check it out. I'm not going to post it here because it does trigger my arachnophobia, and it's just like, nope, tap out. Rouge is Catwoman, no question. Rouge is Catwoman, actually. Yes, she is actually Catwoman in the comics. Vector as Detective actually, I think someone told me that Vector actually pairs with the Question. Yeah, Sabrina told me that Vector pairs with the Question, which I think is fun. The Absolute Universe is a universe where hope does not win. It's darker, but at the same time, it's some of the coolest stuff DC's ever put out. Well, you know, aside from the Sonic and DC crossover, it's probably the second coolest thing that DC has put out. No, I'm not being biased. What are you talking about? Also, Vector as Detective Chimp that's so mean. Why would you do this? Wonder Woman is a Green Lantern in the Absolute Universe. Dope. Can I just say I absolutely love Silver as a Green Lantern. I love it. That is like perfect for him, being like obsessed with like justice and being one of the good guys and everything. I think Silver as Green Lantern is a very good fit. I was thinking SBO could be Ra's al Ghul. Ra's a villain though. Well, you know, you say that Ra's al Ghul is a villain. I'm saying his name wrong, I'm sure. You say he's a villain, and I agree with you. But it wouldn't be the first time that SBO's been a villain. If you know, you know. Let's see. The absolute universe is where the heroes lack something fundamental to them. Batman isn't wealthy. Superman never grew up with the Kents. Wonder Woman was raised in hell. Jesus. Okay, so it's an AU. It's an AU where everything still goes bad. Interesting. I do love me AU stuff. I do love the what if scenarios. Which is why I'm extremely excited. Extremely excited about Danganronpa 2x2. Oh, we do have a bit of bad news, though, on that front. For those of you who haven't heard, Danganronpa 2x2 has been delayed to next year. So, sad times, but hopefully, maybe it'll give us more time to make our way through V3, possibly. But they have announced, yes. L in the chat for the delay. L in the chat for the delay of 2x2. But they have confirmed at least that you can do the new what if mode right from the get-go. Which I really am very glad about because as much as I love Danganronpa 2, I really didn't want to have to play it again to unlock the new what if mode. Which, by the way, also has an official name. They're calling it Slaughter Mode now. No. They're not calling that. They're not calling it Slaughter Mode. They're calling it Slay... Oh, damn it. What did they call it? All right, hang on a second. I gotta... What did they call the freaking new mode? They had some stupid name for it. Slayhem! Slayhem mode. That's what it was called. It wasn't called Slaughter mode. It was called Slayhem mode. That's the new scenario. That's the new game scenario. Okay, so Slayhem is going to be available right from the start. So, yes, very excited about that. It's funny that the Wonder Woman from Hell is still more like Wonder Woman than Injustice. Oh god, I haven't touched Injustice. I have not touched Injustice at all, but I will give Injustice props for being one of the best, I guess, interpretations of Harley Quinn overcoming her trauma as Joker's girlfriend. There was actually a very good video from Extra Credits on that exact subject. I'm gonna see if I can find it real fast. I'm just gonna pop this in the chat because we do need to move things along here. We do need to start up Gay Lawyer Sunday. We got off on a very, very big, very long tangent talking about Anime Expo and Batman and Sonic and, you know, all the things that we love, which is fine, you know. I will never be mad at a yap session. But for time purposes, I'm just gonna pop this into the general chat. There, for anyone who's interested in it, it's in the Just Chatting section. Very good video. If you're a Harley Quinn fan, highly recommend you check it out. Although I will offer a content warning because it does go into trauma and recovery from trauma and all that. It goes to some dark places, so just viewer discretion is advised for that. But it's a fantastic breakdown of Harley Quinn from Injustice 2 specifically, her storyline in Injustice 2 specifically. And that video also went a long way into coloring my view of Harley Quinn, not just as Joker's goofy side piece cohort, but as as someone much, much more than that. It really changed my view on Harley Quinn, and just, it really got to me, that video. So, highly, highly recommend that you check it out if you're a fan of Harley Quinn. Yeah, we got a less vague release date for 2x2. It's now 2027. Hooray! Thanks, Spike Chunsoft. Just give us the game though, please. If Blaze has a sister, we have Blackfire, Starfire's sister in the OG Teen Titans. Blaze does not have a sister. To my knowledge, Blaze does not have a sister. No. We're gonna get Danganronpa 2i2 before GTA 6. Okay. Last tangent I'm gonna go on, and then I promise we will get to the gay lawyers. But there is one last tangent that I want to address, and that is the fact that I despise PlayStation. I was never the biggest fan of them to begin with, but the bullshit that they pulled this week about announcing that they will no longer be doing physical discs as of like 2028 or something like that, that is the stupidest possible move they could have done. Like, so what you need to understand is two things that don't make sense about this. It's a lot of things don't make sense about this, but there's two things that make this especially egregious. Just a few days before they came out with this, Rockstar announced that GTA is not going to have a physical disc. They are not going to have physical copies of GTA 6. You're going to be purchasing a box and a code, a little card with the game code on it. They're not going to do a physical disc for GTA 6, and that pissed a lot of people off, rightfully so. Then, just a day or two before they made this announcement about getting rid of discs entirely, PlayStation went and removed about 500 titles from their digital library, just entirely. Poof, gone. And now they say, we want everything to be digital. Why would I trust you with my digital games when you can just, in one fell swoop, take them all away with no warning whatsoever? It's been pissing me off, like, so much. Do you see anybody collecting? I do! I collect physical games! I fucking collect physical games! Absolutely I do! It's just, it's, sorry about the language, but it is just so infuriating. You don't own games anymore. Essentially, what you're doing now is you're renting them from the digital libraries. You don't own your games anymore. Any game that you have digital, no, you don't own that. You are borrowing that. And the powers that be can just swipe that away from you at any moment they see fit. That's the problem here. You're not buying games. Game ownership does not exist anymore. It's a dark time, and it really pisses me off. I'm just gonna say this, and this is all I'm going to say on this. If buying a game does not equal ownership anymore, piracy does not equal theft. That's all I'm saying. You may interpret that and do with that statement what you will. But I stand by that. Anyway, let's move on from PlayStation's dumb decisions. I am eagerly awaiting the day where Sony announces that PlayStation is no more. They have managed to destroy every single bit of goodwill that they had in a matter of days, which is honestly a little impressive. It's honestly a little impressive. But that's all that I'll give them. That's all that I'll give them. Anyway, I need a second to cool down. And we're about to go to an ad break. We are going to step away for a second. When we come back from this 3-minute ad break, it'll be, once again, wrong emote. It'll be time for the gay lawyers. I promise. We're done with the tangents. We're going to move on to the gay lawyers. So, I'm going to step away for a quick second. Stick around, guys. We'll be back in 3. See you then. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for sticking around during the break. The moment you've all been waiting for. It is time, once again, to resume Gay Lawyer Sunday. And it's time for us to resume Turnabout Succession. The final case in Apollo Justice. Far from the final case in this trilogy. But, Hello, Snick Fan Bob. Welcome, welcome. You came just in time. We're just about to get started. We had a big old yap session earlier about Anime Expo and 100 Girlfriends and other fun, wonderful things. And some not so wonderful things. But we're here now! Yes, Turnabout Succession. Get that Gen Alpha slang out of my chat. What are you doing? I don't know what that means. Don't bother explaining it to me. I don't care. I promise you. Anyway, so last time, Phoenix Wright decided to make us a little guinea pig for his new trial system by having us investigate the murder of a famous artist. And we have been tasked to defend the artist's daughter, Vera Misham, who is the main suspect in his death. And when we last left off, Vera basically admitted that, yes, she is the one responsible. So, you know, not really helping our case any. Turnabout Sigma. Oh my god. Turnabout Cinema. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with Turnabout Cinema. I at least know what that means. I'm good with that one. So, let us... Oh, actually, no, I remember now. We found out that the victim was actually doing art forgeries. His daughter was actually an art forger. That was the big revelation from last time. So that is where we are going to pick up. Let's do it. It feels like I've been away from this game for like a while. But I'm certain we did Gay Lawyer Sunday No, we didn't do Gay Lawyer Sunday last Sunday because it was supposed to be Danganronpa, but no, we did Crash Out Crew with Ale Song instead. I remember now. Okay, I'm back. October 8th, 1:24 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby, number 6.
Okay, so where exactly does this leave us, Apollo?
Well, the Drew Measham who was killed wasn't Drew Measham the forger, basically.
Huh? Well then, who was he?
Well, he was actually... Still doing her nails. Why are we cutting to this as her doing her nails? All I'm saying is, like, you couldn't have done another character sprite of her painting her nails. Like, why do you have to cut to this weird hand model? I don't know. I'm sure there's an explanation later. 6 should not associate with 7 because they're afraid after 7, 8, 9. Oh my god. First it was hot dog puns and now we're doing number jokes. Oh boy. It's gonna be one of these streams, isn't it? So, you really made those forgeries? Hi, Kickster! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for tuning in today! So, you really made those forgeries? Ellipses. Yes. For Father. I know it was wrong.
Could you tell us how it happened?
My father was a painter. I loved painting ever since I was a child. One day, Father saw it in me. He saw that I had the talent.
The talent for making forgeries?
That nail polish is like, need a hand? Yeah. I don't know why they didn't just make another animation for her. Because you got these fancy drawing animation, but you couldn't have done another one for her painting her nails? I don't know. Another Anime Expo announcement we didn't touch on. The Infinity Castle movie is finally hitting Crunchyroll this month. Dope! Unfortunately, that's going to require me watching all of Demon Slayer before I can watch Infinity Castle, so it may be a while before I get to that one.
how should I say it? It was not only paintings I made. Given the materials, I could make anything.
Anything?
Father was so proud, and I so happy. But in the end, I was making those.
Forgeries.
I've never had a good constitution, nor personality. I know very little of the world outside my door. Now, because of me, Father is...
Do you know about this red envelope?
I remember that envelope. It was some time ago.
So you were already, you were already creating your works back then?
I started when I was only 12 years old.
So the one who figured out the stamp was poisoned. That was...
Mr. Justice, it's time! To the courtroom, please!
Right! Out of time.
Wait, Vera! Just one more thing, please! Those 3 paintings in the studio.
I painted those as part of my work.
Right. See, we checked them out, and we saw what was underneath. We saw the rough sketches underneath the 3 finished paintings.
Oh, that's right. They're all his former cases.
I see. Mr. Justice.
Yes?
Father, he knew of you. Of both of you.
Your late father?
He was watching, gathering information. All about the Wright & Co. law offices.
But lately we're not doing just law.
Yes, you do tricks, gags to amuse, and play piano.
Well, they're not really gags.
Yet when Father heard you would resume the legal business, how pleased he was.
So he's had an eye on Phoenix and Trucy for a while then. I think it was Colonel Mustard with the iron pipe in the foyer. Wrong game! Also, it would be a lead pipe in the hall. But hello, Professor Love! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for tuning in!
Who was Mr. Measham?
How am I supposed to know?
What if he was Daddy's daddy?
Judging from the relative ages involved, I'd say it's highly unlikely. 33, 52. Possible, but again, unlikely. Things are already confusing enough with all these... Things are already confusing enough with all these daddies running around. We know that the victim's daughter, Vera, was the forger. What does this mean for the case? I guess we're about to find out. Alright, let's see what happens now. Yeah, this should basically just be called Daddy Issues the Game.
Court is now back in session.
Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernail clean off. Perhaps you could begin by telling us how it all worked. How did you set up this Drew Measham forger persona? There's that stare again. She's drilling more holes into his head.
Trucy knows it's hard for you, but hey, he's a handsome guy.
What's hard? And this is why we call it Gay Lawyers the Next Generation.
Very well, miss, if you would. Did you really make those detestable forgeries? Perhaps you'd rather answer my question? Were you the one who painted that painting? The remarkably similar one?
Yes. I painted it, yes. Father praised me quite highly for it.
So, she was the one who made the forgeries. Yet, she did not wish to reveal the truth of their operation. So the victim was a stand-in, a decoy. To the world at large, he was the forger, not her.
I've done a bad thing. I have, haven't I?
Regardless, we'll need a little more information. About, for instance, this. You have seen this before, ja?
Yes. It was in the desk drawer.
Very well. You may proceed with your testimony. Tell us everything you know about this envelope.
What's hard has the same energy as who's big. Oh man, I can't wait to see what I say next. I can't wait to see what I say this season. All right, tell us about this red envelope, Vera.
I created things, and Father sold them. This envelope came after my first work. That was other than a painting. Father handled the deal. All of it. I received the stamp that was in the envelope. It was after that job that we moved to the current studio.
So she made a duplicate of the stamp? Is that what she's saying?
There certainly was much of great interest in your testimony.
Not that the witness realizes it.
Very well. Please begin the cross-examination.
Right. Okay. I need more information about this forger. This Drew Measham. Alright, I get the feeling we're just gonna have to press everything here, because we don't really have anything we can call her out on yet. Alright. So, these things you were making, you mean paintings identical to other paintings, right?
The closer they were, the happier Father was. I was happy too.
Still, you're quite young now. When did you begin this work?
My first painting sold when I was 12.
Your Honor, she had no idea what she was doing was illegal. We can't say that for... You can't say that for certain, dude. Chill.
Easy there, little Atani. You're not here to defend her for the crime of forgery. True. Please, tell us more about this envelope. This envelope that may very well have killed your father.
All right.
Okay. This envelope came after my first work that was other than a painting. By other than a painting, you mean you'd only done paintings up to that point?
Yes. But Father had a realization. He noticed my talent extended to making things other than paintings.
For instance?
For instance, a letter someone had written, or a fingerprint left upon a cup, or a signature on a document, a seal upon a letter.
Okay, seals and letters and all that. Yeah. You can imitate handwriting. Imitating a fingerprint, though? That is some seriously precise work. Like, What kind of next level ultimate artist are you, ma'am? None of this makes her sound very innocent at all. And the $100,000 promised in this letter was the start. The beginning of a new industry for Drew Mission. A new industry? The creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings. Forging evidence, in other words. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh indeed. Father handled the deal. All of it. So you didn't know how the things you were making were being used?
I enjoy painting very much.
I think I understand. The Fräulein has lived in an unusual little world. Can you tell us what happened to the papers that were in this envelope?
Father signed them and sent them back, I believe.
Did he follow the instructions? Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp. This is a rather important matter. Give your answer some thought. Okay. I received the stamp that was in the envelope. Let's press that. What do you mean you received it?
Did I do something wrong?
You didn't use that stamp because it was dangerous, correct? Deadly poison on the back! Atroquinine! A moment, Herr Forehead. You can't force an answer upon the witness. Now then, perhaps you would tell me, Fräulein Vera, why did you receive this stamp? Is something wrong?
It was beautiful.
Oh, you mean it was one of those commemorative stamps? She's not making a lot of sense here.
Yes, I think it was.
So, you didn't know about the poison? I guess not. So the trap failed by chance, by mistake, thanks to this commemorative stamp. Quite the close call. I don't know about that. It was after that job we moved to the current studio. You mean you moved to where the current Drew studio is?
Yes, we saw very few people there. I began drawing picture books.
This single job had tied them to the criminal underworld. I think Mr. Measham wished to reduce their visibility in the world at large. That explains why he went into hiding.
When we had to meet someone for some reason, Father posed as the creator of the work.
So that was the real essence of the artist, Drew Measham. You did the work, and he supplied the face. Take care, Cadmus. Thanks for tuning in. So, you really didn't know anything, did you? You had no idea how much danger you were in. Apparently not. About this commemorative stamp, could you tell us more about it?
It was very pretty, and more than that.
Yes?
It was a picture of people I liked at the time.
Oh? This is something new. Thank you! Thank you, Clavier! Apparently, we've got some cross-examination yet ahead of us. If you would be so kind as to continue your testimony, Fräulein. Okay. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Would it happen to be these magicians? Hang on. Does it show? Okay. Do not open until the time is right. A picture of my favorite magicians. Do you perhaps mean the Grand Marniers, Miss Vera? I don't know if this really counts as an objection or anything, but... Objection! Those magicians you liked. Was it this bunch?
Apollo! They're not a bunch!
I see. Still, I have to wonder. Why include a commemorative stamp like that in a business letter?
Good question. Hello, Phoenix Wright 26381. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the investigation. We are midway, I think, through Turnabout Succession. This is a blind playthrough, so please do not post any spoilers. I know what's coming up, so don't post any spoilers.
Well, pretty stamps are always better, and you can't beat cheap Grand Marnier.
But the whole murder plan was a failure because of it. Ironic, don't you think? Prosecutor Gavin?
Uh-oh. Gavin's sweating. I love this game so much. It makes me want Phoenix to be run over. What? Why? Hasn't he suffered enough? That is a wild thing to say. Please don't hit Phoenix with any more cars, please. We know the man is nigh on indestructible, but he's been through enough. Just let him be happy with Miles Edgeworth, please, for the love of God.
Prosecutor Gavin? Grandmarier?
What's with Gavin?
Might I ask just one question of this witness? In your testimony just now, you stated this was your first work that was other than a painting?
I summoned Truck-kun. No, don't summon Truck-kun. Truck-kun's done his job in this game. We don't need him to come back. I will take the hydrate, though. Thank you. Thank you, gamer. Appreciate it.
Please, tell me, what exactly did you make?
Can I ask why?
No! Answer the question now!
Whoa!
Prosecutor Gavin? You're usually not the one whose volume concerns me.
You keep coughing a bit. Are you okay? Yeah, I just had something stuck in my throat a little bit. I'm all right. Thank you for your concern. I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, it is unbecoming of me. I apologize. But I must know. Please, Miss Misham, tell me.
It was a book. A single page in a book.
A book? Please, be more specific.
Uh-oh.
It was a handwritten book. Like a diary.
No! I don't... No!
Gavin, what the hell?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Bishop, this book. Was there a picture of a silk cat on the back cover? Yes or no?
How did you know?
Prosecutor Gavin, the defense is answering all of your questions. Stop badgering her.
He's told you nothing, has he? Your soiled, sullied mentor. Nothing?
Sullied? Who?
Phoenix Wright. Who else?
Daddy?
He never told you about the trial 7 years ago. About how he came to lose his attorney's badge?
Oh, here we go.
It was a certain piece of evidence that decided his fate, you know. A certain diary. On the back, it bore the mark of a silk hat.
What?
Phoenix Wright. Tossed out of the profession by false evidence. And the forger who made that evidence is this girl
standing right in front of me? I will save my game. I am saving my game right now. Do it now before it's too late. Uh-oh. Clavier's about to beat Vera up so badly. Oh, no.
Vera, you must tell us! The evidence you made was used in a trial 7 years ago. Who asked Drew Measham, you, to forge that evidence?
For all of our sakes,
who was it?
We only met once.
You met the client? Well, who was it?
It was...
What's going on with Vera? She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again.
Yes. What? Is there something about me?
I remember clearly. I remember who gave me the book. The diary.
Who was it? Vera! What? Huh? Huh? The devil? Defendant Vera Measham, unconscious. Examiner's diagnosis, acute adequate. Oh no! Oh God! Oh my God! Did they just? Did? Oh my God! It's Terry Falls all over again. It's Terry goddamn Falls all over again! Oh, God! Okay. Unconscious, not dead, but still. Still, we had another one! We had another one. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Hi, Soupy. Hello, hello. Yes, we are playing Ace Attorney. We're playing Apollo Justice. We are playing the last case of the first game of Apollo Justice. And, whoo! It's a bit of a ride, this one. She reminded me of a wooden plank in that. She did fall kind of stiff, but still, jeez. This ends the recording of the trial for the murder of Drew Measham. Vera Measham was during the trial poisoned by an unknown assailant. The dosage was just under the lethal amount, sparing the defendant's life. She is currently in intensive care and is not to be disturbed for any reason. A very simple case at first glance, until it finally began to show its true colors. The long road to the truth takes us to the record of another trial. Oh! Okay, you're gonna make me play the trial where he lost his badge. Alright, no. If I'm doing this, I need emotional support. Where's my Phoenix plushie at? Where's it at? If you're gonna make me do this, if you're gonna make me put my boy through this trauma again, I'm getting my emotional support plushie ready, because I'm gonna need it. Although I will say, I am so happy to hear the OG music again. I am so happy to hear the OG music, and I'm so happy to see my boy back where he belongs. But it's gonna, ow, thank you. It's gonna go so bad. This is gonna go so bad so quickly. Oh no, I'm so worried. I knew this part was coming, and this is the part of the game that I have been dreading. Because I don't like seeing anything happen to my boy! Yes, I'm excited I get to play as Phoenix again, but I don't like seeing stuff happen to my boy! We're basically gonna make him relive the worst day of his life! Again! You know, aside from the day where he got, aside from the day where he realizes, oh my god! All the plushies at once. Phoenix was in there somewhere in that pile, I'm pretty sure. Actually, when you take into account him finding out that his girlfriend tried to murder him, or tried to frame him for murder, and then tried to murder him with cough medication, or the day that he fell off of a burning bridge, or the day that he got accused of murder himself, or I don't know. I think this maybe 4th or 5th worst day of his life. Actually, I'm pretty sure that this is probably nearer to the top. But the point is, Phoenix Wright has been through a lot. He's been through a lot, this poor man. All right, in some ways, this was the starting point of it all. Oh my God! Look at Brat Clavier. Look at fucking Brat Clavier. Oh my God. The day he thought Maya was dead is up there too. That's the same day as him running across the burning bridge, though, isn't it? Oh no! When Maya was kidnapped. It's up there. It's up there. I'm not gonna go here and make a tier list of the worst days of Phoenix Wright's life. Bratvier or Bratvin? Bratvier. I'm gonna call him Bratvier. I like that better. Hello, Astro Dude. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. That's a cool character. That's a young Clavier, if I'm not mistaken. And that is where we must go. Oh, look at baby Trissy! Little baby girl! To find the whole truth. To be continued. All right. Yep. The part I've been dreading. Let's dive in. 7 years ago. Let's find out the truth, shall we? Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. Oh! Well, it seems I found the partner I've been looking for all along. Over a game of cards? Why, yes. Oh, I don't know who's talking here. Over a game of cards. Alright, that was how we first met 7 years ago. 7 years earlier, Phoenix Wright's final trial. See, that's why. The final trial. I hate that. I hate that so much. April 19th, 9:27 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay, so I know that I've been using my normal voice for Apollo. And in the OG, when I was doing the OG Phoenix Wright trilogy, I was just using my normal voice for Phoenix. To avoid confusion, I'm just going to use the slightly deeper Phoenix voice I've been using as Phoenix's voice throughout. Y'all good with that, or... Because my normal voice now is Apollo's voice. So I need some way to differentiate them. Okay. It's been a long time since I felt like such a rookie. Gotta try and relax. Oh boy. Good morning, Mr. Enigmar. Enigmar, okay. Alright, I have no idea what kind of voice this dude should have, but...
I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly.
I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared.
I understand I'm asking the impossible of you.
Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards.
And that was enough.
Actually, it wasn't. Trust me. And again, Phoenix being nice and polite to everybody outwardly, but being a little shit inside. I love it. Oh. Oh, and there, look, okay. There was one bright spot here. Look at baby Trusty. Look at this tiny baby girl. She's so small and adorable.
Oh, morning, Daddy.
Oh, I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? Are they picking on you?
I'm fine, as always. This old boy's here to help me, after all.
That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks! Made for shows today, after all.
Oh, I'm sure it is. What the heck is she talking about? Oh, old boy? Huh? Me? Look what he started.
Here.
Oh, maybe that was baby Trusty talking. It seems fate's clock will make me wait a little longer. At least only less than 10 swift minutes remain. To all those who have supported me in my life's work, I give thanks farewell. Magnifi Grand Marier. Okay.
Here.
Alright. What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
What's this? A memo for you or some such? Not from the looks of it. What is this? Looks like a page from someone's diary. I'll give it a read later.
Notebook page has been added to the court record. Okay, hang on. Attorney's badge. A very important badge proving my identity. Okay, let's take a look at what we actually have before we dive in here, shall we? Crime scene photo. Body found in the hospital room, shot in the head. Jesus. Alright. So the bullet apparently went through his head and through the clown. Golden gun, very James Bond. Page torn out of a notebook, okay. IV removed. Interesting. Can't really tell what all's in that, what else is in there. Do we have an autopsy report? Yeah, here we go. Victim's name, Magnifique Grand Marnier, age 67, male. Estimated time of death, April 13th between 11 and 11:30 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood from bullet wound. Note, malignant tumor found in the victim's liver. Ah, okay. So, why kill a dying man? I imagine is going to be a question that we need answered. And then we have we have this. Possibly a suicide note, but dude was shot in the head, so well, we'll see how this all adds up.
Well, how do you feel about the trial today?
We'll get through it. Somehow.
Incidentally, the prosecutor today's a new guy, I hear.
Ah, an easy win then, yes?
They're calling him a true thoroughbred in the history of the prosecutor's office. Of course, there's one of those every year.
No! Okay! Okay, I love that. I love how Phoenix is just completely unafraid. It's like, this guy's the greatest prosecutor in the history of prosecutors. It's like, yeah, so was the last one. Moving on. I wonder if that's a nod. I wonder if that's a jab at the original trilogy. It's gotta be, right?
The switching of attorneys just before the trial. I know it's a difficult situation I put you in. But allow me to say one thing, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
They will not be able to pronounce me guilty today. So, do your best, but do not worry.
First time a defendant's ever given me a pep speech. I'll do what I can.
I see you do not understand. You see, it'll be impossible for them to declare a verdict.
Impossible?
Yes. Isn't that right, Trucy?
Yep, you bet, Daddy.
My first look at the case was only yesterday. And the information I was given was a tad bit lacking, to be honest. Still, I'll do what I can. For their sake.
I believe the curtains will be lifting any time now. I am in your capable hands, Mr. Wright.
My client is Shadi Enigmar, known to the world as Zack Grand Marnier, a wildly popular magician, star of Troupe Grand Marnier. His mentor, Magnifique Grand Marnier, was a rare breed of magician. He single-handedly ushered in a golden age of stage magic, until he was shot dead. And Zack Grand Marnier is the suspect.
Ah, okay. I'm starting to see how this may unfold, and I don't like it. April 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7. Oh, he looks good in this style, too! It's so nice seeing him, like, with actually some definition instead of the anthropomorphous blobs that were in the first trilogy. Shoddy. Where have we heard this name? Have we heard this name before?
Court is now in session for the trial of Shoddy Egnigmar. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, look at how good he looks. Look at how good he looks. My boy. My boy. Oh, he looks fab in this style. He looks fab. Oh, and there's Bratvier. Bratvier, as we're calling him.
Is the prosecution ready?
I was just thinking. Is this what all the fuss is about? Bit of a buzzkill, really.
Buzzkill? Is this some new kind of crime?
One of the worst. This is a trial, yeah? Where are the sweaty palms? The pounding hearts? A governor's concert got 10 times the show this gig's got.
Who were you again?
Clavier Gavin. I came to get the party started. Legally, yeah?
Gavin? Defense attorney Christoph Gavins?
Figures my bro's more famous in this part of town. Clavier Gavin. Lead singer for the mega hit band The Gaviners. You're out of your league, rock boy. I know what you're thinking. You're out of your league, rock boy.
I'm sorry, are you Joseph Joestar all of a sudden?
True. My debut single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love, went platinum overnight. But that's just a hobby to me compared to this, ja? Talkative, aren't you? I like your effective Euro rock accent, by the way. Oh, I'm just getting warmed up. Hail Tony Light.
And man, Phoenix is being kind of a cocky little shit here, too. Usually he just keeps that on the inside, but he's being kind of a cocky little shit. I'm kind of into it, honestly.
Perhaps you would be so kind as to fill us in on the case?
Achtung, baby. Time to call on the opening act. What was his name again?
Oh! He's back! Our boy! Our boy's back!
What was his name again? Ah, yes. Detective Gumshoe.
Hit it! Ow! It said hit it, not hit me! Eee! No, he's back! He's back! My voice is going. That's not a good sign. Thank you for the bond. Good luck! Look! He's back! He's back!
And you are?
It's the cops, pal!
Oh, our boy, Big Dick Gumshoe is back, baby! This is Gumshoe's last chronological appearance, 11 days after the end of Investigations 2. Aww. You know what? We'll enjoy him. We'll enjoy him as long as we got him. Also, his art is look kind of weird. Is it just me? Or does he look kind of like washed out a little bit?
Hey, you were the one who called me up here. Sir. The name's Big Dick Gumshoe.
Yes, I'm keeping that.
I'm a homicide detective down at the precinct.
Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see.
Hey, you!
Huh? Me?
Today's the day, pal. Today, I win and you lose. I got confidence in my testimony today, see?
What, you normally lack confidence in your testimony? Hell, detective, this is my stage. Can the antics.
Huh?
All this hey-youing and such. And
and I could care less about your history together.
Aw, be nice! Hello, 14 Rings! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for tuning in! Yeah, the way they rendered his sprite is a little weird.
Very well. Detective Gumshoe, if you would, please tell us about the case at hand.
Well, it happened 6 days ago, in a room at the General Hospital. The facts are as simple as they come. Here's the crime scene. The victim was a patient, asleep in a hospital bed. The killer comes in, puts a pistol to his forehead, and BAM! Lights out. Them's the facts.
Not so long ago, the victim, Magnifi Grand Marnier, was a famous man. He had the entire country under his magical spell, as it were.
Ah, yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Say the name Magnifi to one of my generation, and you'd be lucky to get a blank stare.
Yes! Gumshoe is back! Gumshoe is back for this case! He is alluded to in Spirit of Justice. Oh, awesome! I want him and Maggie to have a nice long happy life together too. He's another one I want everything to go well for. The name's Big Dick Gumshoe. Keep Mrs. Bird's pet to yourself. No, she absolutely calls him that. It's got to.
Yes, though I'm sure the youngsters today know his disciples even better. I dare say Troupe Grand Marnier has made quite a name for themselves.
Anyhow, the retired Magnifi's been in the hospital for the last year. What was it? Mall ignorant tumor or something.
God bless you, Dick Gumshoe. Never change.
Doing something to his liver, I think. Yeah.
A malignant tumor, perhaps?
In other words, he had liver cancer. He had only 3 months left to live, in fact.
Okay. So, again, the question stands, why kill a dying man? Why kill a man who's already gonna die?
The facts do seem simple enough, but something's not right.
The victim was already climbing a 3-month stairway to heaven.
Yeah, I had a feeling they were gonna use that pun.
Why not wait for him to...
Alright. How many song titles are you gonna throw out at us, Brat Vier? Okay, someone get the counter going. We've got 3 so far. We've got Akchung Baby. We've got, which is, I believe you too. We've got, Stairway to Heaven, and we now have Knocking on Heaven's Door. So that's 3. Someone get the count. Someone keep count.
Why not wait for him to knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him?
I wouldn't have put it quite so lyrically, but it's true. Why make the effort to commit murder when the victim was about to die?
Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes.
Diabetes?
In fact, he was about to shoot up with insulin when he was shot with a pistol. The syringe was found at the crime scene. Chronic diabetes owned cancer. As much as it pains me to say it, the victim was clearly at the end of his life.
Oof! 1-2 punch. Damn. Is Phoenix graying there? It might be the way they rendered the sprites. Gumshoe's sprite also looks kind of goofy. So, but yeah, I should hope that Phoenix isn't graying at 26. Though, with all the bullshit he's been through over the past 3 years, can you really blame him if he starts prematurely graying?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a little salt and pepper Phoenix. I'm good with that.
I think we also got Shot Through the Heart reference when talking about Walkie's bullet through the chest. Yes, I do remember Shot Through the Heart. Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Why did the killer have to shoot this dying man?
What reason could he have had? Very well, detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us as to the circumstances of the shooting. Yes, sir!
By the way, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm going like a little harder on Clavier's fake-ass German accent here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am trying to go a little bit hard on that. But we will continue with Gumshoe's testimony after this break. We are going to step away real quick for a 3-minute break. So we can disable pre-rolls, and so people join us can just jump straight in. Also, I need a break as well. So stick around, guys. We will be back in 3 with more Turnabout Succession, the infamous 7-year gap trial. So stick around, guys. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to see you. Thanks for sticking around during the break. Let us resume our the final trial of Phoenix Wright with Gumshoe's testimony. Oh, and they're bringing back all the old music. Oh, I love it.
Actually, the victim kinda ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene. No doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir.
I'm so happy to bust out the Gumshoe voice again.
What? You're saying the victim ordered his own shooting?
Those are the facts. I have here the letter in question. To my beloved student, Zach. To you, I entrust that— Hey, I was reading that! Don't interrupt me when I'm reading, game. Rude. As I was saying, to my beloved student, Zach. To you, I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot. One shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse. And we both know the reason why. Magnifique Grand Marnier.
Very unusual indeed. Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder?
I believe the answer to that question can be found at the end of the letter.
You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Gumshoe, can you explain this to the court? Unfortunately, even the defendant ain't gonna say a peep about that bit, sir.
Oh, he's doing the paper thing! God damn it, why does he look so hot in this game? Why this one? Why this one? He's so fine as Phoenix, but here he's fine here too. Why does he look more handsome here than he ever did in the original trilogy? What's going on? Oh, okay, yeah, all right. But blame Capcom! Blame them for making him so hot! Blame Shinta Kemi, blame the artist, blame anybody but me! I only speak the truth here! Stop being... I can barely concentrate on it, my god.
One thing bothers me about this. Why didn't he just say 11?
Yeah! not the bonk on the bars, it's too loud! Thank you for that. Thank you for the bonk. Someone get the timer started on the jail, please.
Why didn't he just say 11? Why have him come at 11:05 without some specific reason?
The devil is in the details, our attorney.
Well, was there some reason?
As it turns out, there was. Every night, for half an hour, starting at 11 o'clock, the victim, Magnifique Grand Marnier, was given an IV.
An IV? There it is in the picture, off to the side of the bed.
At 11, a doctor would come to set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back for the empty bag. This happened every night, without fail.
So, that was the only time they could meet without the chance of an untimely interruption.
But still, 11 o'clock at night, in any other hospital, visiting hours would be long over by then, unless he's claiming that. Well, I mean, they both have the same last name, so maybe Zach was claiming to be a family member, and in that case, the visiting hours doesn't apply to them? I'm not sure. After all the wins Phoenix gets, it's remarkable that prosecutors approach it with anything less than impending doom, let alone arrogance. I know. I mean, Clavier's being a little punk ass, but Phoenix is being kind of a cocky little bitch too. Like, they're both being kind of punks. Also, is his, did they give him like a little bit of a tan in this? Or am I tripping? I'm probably tripping.
During his IV. Very well. Shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you would.
What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder?
He could have at least mentioned it to me.
Oh god, even the exasperated sweating is just cute. Alright. Everybody is a podcast till the parent till the parent hits the witness stand. Yeah, no, you know what? You know what? You're totally right. Everyone baller until the parent comes out. Hello, Tails, the Elemental Kids today. I will save my game as soon as I'm able to. Thank you for the redeem. And that moment is right now, as a matter of fact. Thank you. The victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. The defendant was asking him to shot the old man in the forehead. Let's press this. Oh, there it is.
How can you be so sure?
Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, pal. Learn to think for yourself. Get that noggin cranking.
You are the last person to talk about that, Gumshoe.
You fail to grasp the concept of questioning, detective.
First, we got this letter. It says, shoot in the forehead, loud and clear.
I can see that, but I still wouldn't do it.
Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone.
Why you be... Damn! Even Gumshoe! Even Gumshoe coming out with the teeth! Why is everyone being such catty bitches in this courtroom? Jesus!
You fail to grasp the concept of shooting people is bad, detective.
We also found the defendant's pistol at the scene.
Traces of gunpowder residue showed that it had been fired recently. Well, Mr. Wright? As far as I can tell from looking at this photo, there seems to be no issue with the prosecution's claim. The photo? Maybe there's something in there I can use. So they're saying the defendant shot the victim in the forehead? I think there's a hole in the prosecution's argument. Clearly, Mr. Enigmar
shot something else. He shot the clown doll instead, maybe.
Looking at this photo, another possibility occurs to me.
Who are we defending here? Our client is Zach Grandmarier, aka Trucy's dad. Trucy's birth father, I should say.
Yes? What does this letter tell us? That the defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse his teacher's wishes.
Bingo, pal! That's why the defendant backed him one in the forehead.
Oh? The defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he could make. What? And you can prove that with this photo? I can prove he had a choice, yes. The defendant might have fired like he was ordered, but he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's hear what you're thinking, Mr. Wright. If he didn't shoot the victim's forehead, what did the defendant shoot?
This. 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 That! Thank you. I pressed the wrong button, that's fine.
The clown doll? Take a closer look. See? It's been shot in the forehead, too.
Oh! There's a hole in its forehead!
Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim.
And I suppose you have a reason as to why he would shoot the clown doll? He didn't just shoot the doll. He shot the doll's forehead. His forehead? Let's read the orders once more, shall we? You will shoot one shot square in the forehead. Which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll square in the forehead! Why does the dead guy forehead look so hollow? There ain't no blood or nothing, but his head looks like he's a 1/4 inch thick. You know, that's a fair point. Maybe they had cleaned it up, or maybe they had cleaned up the blood already by the time they took that photo. I don't know. Put a pin in that. They may become important later. As always, something with the good catches. The defense has raised an intriguing possibility. That hole in the clown's forehead, it definitely looks like it was shot. Yeah, okay, no, I can see why does he does appear to have a hollow head. So I gotta wonder if that was intentional or if this was like, they are magicians. It could have, I mean, that's kind of, yeah, they are magicians. They are puppet. He could have used the puppet or a mannequin or something. It's possible. Bailiff, send someone to investigate the matter. I admit, I'm impressed, but I expected nothing less. Still, this doesn't mean he didn't shoot the victim. Perhaps he did have to shoot a forehead, as ordered. But the letter says nothing about whose forehead. This was the only way he had to follow orders without taking a life. That objection, that's not the same as the original. That's not the same as the original one. I think that's Sam. So did they just use Sam's objection from the other two games for this game, I wonder? Because that objection is the exact same one I have. Someone play the objection sound clip real quick. Someone play that blurb real quick for me. I need to hear it. I need to hear it one more time. I need to make sure.
Objection!
Yeah, no, that's the same. That's the same. Interesting. Okay, so because I don't think Sam did it in the original Ace Attorney. In the original Apollo Justice, I think they just used the same one from the OG trilogy. But no, I just thought that was interesting. That was interesting that they used Sam for this version of Apollo Justice. Which, by the way, I know I said I've been kind of dreading starting Dual Destinies just because of all the flack I've been hearing about it. But one thing I am looking forward to is hearing Sam Riegel as Phoenix Wright. I am very much looking forward to that. Because I know that there are some anime cutscenes in that game, and I am very much looking forward to seeing them in action. And also Kyle Abel as Edgeworth later. Sleight of hand to switch to hospital records. Maybe he wasn't dying, but someone else was. Maybe. Everyone's coming out here with good theories. I love it. This is why you guys are my detective crew. There's no way that Magnifi would have the strength to get out of bed after staying there for 3 months. Oh yeah, no, muscle atrophy and shit. Absolutely. Like I know how weak a hospital visit makes you. I was in the hospital for about a week way back when. And yeah, it took me a while to be able to walk normally again because I was on strict bed rest for that whole time. And that was just a week. 3 months? Holy hell. Hey, my mail's been posted! Thank you! Thanks, Sabrina.
If he was a puppet for most of the time, I don't know, man. I just showed. we're still kicking around the puppet. Yeah, Super Geek Spouse paid by bail. Thanks, honey.
The bullet hole in the clown doll's forehead does demand an explanation. It might very well be a clue. Yet, Prosecutor Gavin is right. It alone does not prove the defense is innocent. You cannot say for sure the defendant didn't shoot the victim.
So sorry, Mr. Wright. How sad it is to see the mighty fall. How sad it is to see the novice's overconfidence. He doesn't realize just how big this little hole is gonna get. I'm an adult.
Detective Gumshoe, please take this newfound fact into account as you continue your testimony.
So what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim, pal! The pistol definitely belonged to the old man. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. Let's keep pressing. I don't think we have anything to prove anything yet. You mean this pistol? The one in the crime scene photo? That's the one! That's a funny looking gun, so there ain't no mistaking it.
We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with a bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullet were a perfect match.
So you verified the murder weapon, in other words.
You bet we did! And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man.
Why are you so certain?
What pile of sand has your head been stuck in all this time, pal? You never heard of Zack and Valent's quick draw shoot 'em?
Huh? What's that?
One of the defendant's specialities. Zack and Valent stand on either side of a gal. Then they shoot.
Hold up. Girlie in the middle looks kind of familiar.
But the bullets never hit her. Instead, they hit everything else on stage. This was one of the pistols they used in their show. Got a great design, huh? The kids love it.
Many boys and girls join the police because of that pistol, I hear.
You know, that would explain a lot about the police force.
Troop Grand Marnier stopped doing that act a while ago. The old man held on to the pistol ever since.
The court would like to see the pistol in question.
You got it, sir. Here she is.
Whoa, this truly is a blast from the past.
It's a stage pistol for magic shows, see? But it can fire real bullets.
It looks so much bigger in real life than on TV.
Yeah, but it can only hold one round. Oh, by the way, the pistol's firing chamber's empty. And it shows traces of having been fired recently.
So were there any fingerprints found on the gun?
Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. We might say that the lack of fingerprints is in fact a fingerprint of its own.
Ah, intriguing point. Well made.
Whoa. Not well made. Not intriguing.
In any case, the court accepts this evidence.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say, Stumpy, you got it before I did. If there was only one shot, how'd he shoot both the clown and the guy?
My grandchild would get a kick out of seeing this. But now it's time to return to our testimony.
So what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim. No. How did both of them got shot if there's only one bullet? Oh, Gumshoe, I know you hate hearing this. I know you hate hearing this, buddy, but I got to. Objection!
The trickiest cases often seem the simplest. Prosecutor Gavin, you missed the bullet hole in the clown's forehead. If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to a very different conclusion. Understand? Yeah, but like I just said, pal, after he shot the clown in the forehead, he went and...
Objection!
Nope. Did nothing of the sort to the victim. The pistol proves he could not. The murder weapon? How? It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds one bullet at a time. If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he couldn't have shot the victim too!
Ah! There's the music! There's the music! Oh, I missed this! I missed it! My boy!
That's not a contradiction! Not even close! All he had to do was reload the pistol after the first shot! Oh? Where'd he get the extra bullets? They're not so easy to come by, you know. If you claim the defendant had one ready, then prove to us how he got it! I had a feeling this wasn't over yet. No, this part is just getting started. And I haven't proved anything yet, beyond my good looks and startling record sales. And utter lack of humility. Oh, what's this? It seems that the prosecution has another witness prepared. Like I said, Hell Detective was just a warm-up act.
Hey, Gumshoe, we love you!
Now that the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, they're ready. Ready for what? For my decisive witness, of course. A witness who, you will find, can prove one thing for us. That it was Zach Marlier who shot the victim in the forehead! Very well. We will pause for a 15-minute recess. This might be my lucky break. I'll need that 15 minutes to talk to my client, Zach. Court is adjourned.
Goodbye, Gumshoe! We love you! I guess that's the last time we're ever gonna see him. Put an L in the chat for Gumshoe, guys. L in the chat for Gumshoe. We love you and we miss you. I will save my current progress. Yes, thank you for asking. Good to see you, Gumshoe. You weren't here for long, but it was so good to see you. Yes. My sweet boy. My sweet dumb detective boy. I love him. Oh, all right. Well, let's keep going. April 19th, 11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Very impressive, Mr. Wright. I have to say, I expected nothing less. We've only just begun. I was hoping you could tell me a bit more about what happened, actually. I did not think you would believe me if I told you. Better that you discovered the truth for yourself. I was thinking of you, you know. I think we need less thinking and more talking. That night in the hospital, what really happened? The way your eyes gleam, Mr. Wright. You'll scare Trucy. Speaking of which, where is she? You haven't seen the problem yourself. The letter. The one shot in the forehead one, right? Yes, and the reason he speaks of. I could not deny my mentor's wishes, even if it meant my own death. Why not? This is something I will not say, for now at least. What is this for now business? I have done many things in my life, some well,
some poorly. But this is a cross we must bear alone to our graves.
We?
You wanted to know about the night of the incident? Finally! This guy sure likes to take his time getting to the important stuff. Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time and found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols. 2? Yes, the one I had used on stage, and the one that had been used by my partner, Valent.
Ah, for the Zack and Valent's quick draw thing.
My mentor had the look of one sleeping. I stood by his bedside, hearing only the light sound of his breathing. Then I took the pistol into my hand. I cannot deny that my resolve faltered then, for a moment.
You faltered? You mean you thought about shooting him?
Recall, there was a reason I could not refuse his request. His last such request, though not his first.
So there were other requests you couldn't refuse before?
To be honest, I have not always been steadfast, and I fear I've brought pain upon Trucy.
Was Magnifi coercing his disciples somehow? Just what was going on in Troupe Grand Marnier?
Yet, in the end, I did not shoot him. Instead, I turned and shot the clown. I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket.
In your pocket?
I believe if you examine the bullet in the clown's head, you will find it to be different than the one in my mentor. What were those called?
Rifling marks.
Yes, well, that's all I have to tell you concerning the case.
Concerning the case? You mean there's something else you can tell me?
You are a fascinating man, Mr. Wright.
Thanks?
Yes, there is something. My mentor, his eyes opened.
What? Magnifique Grand Marnier?
The old devil. He was not asleep, you see. Of course, the gunshot would have woken him anyway. And there, we had our last discussion as mentor and pupil. It was not a long discussion, maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
What did you talk about?
Mr. Wright, did I not just tell you? It does not concern this case.
Zack Grand Marnier. He seems pretty steadfast to me. Or maybe just stubborn. Like, can I please get one client that actually straight up tells me everything and not all this?
Oh, I can't tell you, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Your life's on the line, dipshit! Anyway.
Mr. Wright, your presence is requested in the courtroom. Once again, I'm in your hands.
Right. Let's get back in there. All right. April 19th, 11:37 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7.
Court is now back in session.
During our recess, a bullet was found in and dug out from the clown's head.
Well, this is news. And the rifling marks?
There wasn't time to do a detailed analysis, though they did find the weapon type matches the murder weapon.
Well, that's not very conclusive, is it?
Which is why I'm about to call my very decisive witness. Your decisive witness?
How many times have I heard those words?
Though they often turn out to be far less decisive than you think. Oh, don't worry on my account. I'm quite confident this witness will do the job. After all, he is intimately acquainted with the players in our little production.
being the other half of Troupe Grand Marnier's famous duo, Zack und Valant. Okay. So Valant's coming back. Valant Grand Marnier. So, we get to meet the Great Magnifi's other disciple. Oh, much younger man, too. Damn, he aged a lot in 7 years. Holy crap. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Magnifi Grand Marnier. Okay, so we don't see Valant yet. But damn, Valant seems like a youngin' here. And yet when we see him 7 years later, he's old and gray and dude aged like milk while Phoenix aged like a rather scruffy fine wine. Perhaps we'll start by asking your name and occupation. Valant Grand Marnier, magician. And you're the decisive witness, are you?
Ow! Yep. Called it. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. You can prove your fellow students, your partner's guilt? Fate, the grand illusion, filled with traps and tricks. Wait! The shooting took place in that hospital after 11 o'clock that night. If you're a witness, does that mean you were there that late? If one were to deduce this logically, the conclusion is... yes! Okay. I always get the characters, don't I? Translation for, why do I always get the fucking weirdos? In fact, didn't Phoenix, like, refer to them as weirdos in Ace Attorney TV? Oh, no, he was referring to the prosecutors as weirdos. I remember now, because he said Miles was the first weirdo, and Miles was like, I beg your pardon. Or, you know, not quite like that, but maybe not quite as British as that, but that's how he should have responded. I have an interesting fact for you. You see, several days before the crime, my witness received this. That looks very familiar. Wait. That's the same letter Zack Grand Marnier. Blah, blah, blah. I talk for a living, guys. That's the same letter Zack Grand Marnier received. Yes. Or perhaps I should say, ta-da! Oh my god, look at that hair. Order! And what does it say? Surely not the same thing. Perhaps you should see for yourself. It's the same except for the time. Oh. Now we've seen a trick similar to this before, haven't we? Haven't we, my fellow detectives? In Danganronpa 2, we saw a similar two nearly identical letters instructing people to show up at different times. Mahiru's murder ringing any bells for anyone? Why, it's practically the same! The court accepts this into evidence. Okay. So we had one letter telling Zack to show up at 11:05, and now we have a second letter telling Valant to come at 11:20. This is most unusual. Exactly what was going on with you folks? What exactly was your Troupe Grand Marnier up to? By which you mean? I'm just having trouble envisioning a man who would ask his students to kill him. Both of them, no less. It's just my opinion, Herr Judge. But from these letters, I'd say he was coercing them, not asking them. We walked the magician's path together, and in doing so, shared much of our lives. When people are so close, there is strain, a warping of relations, you might say. Yet, this has nothing to do with the case at hand.
By which you mean you're not going to tell us. Which makes me wonder even more about this reason they couldn't refuse.
Well, let's get on with the testimony for starters. The defendant, Zach Gramier, stands accused. Tell us why. Oh, I'll do more than that. For where he walks, the red roses rise, singing hymns to the miracle that is magic.
Fascinating, though I hardly need to remind you that the evidence could just as clearly point to you as the suspect. The letter, the murder weapon, and now the 2 bullets found at the scene.
In fact, the only difference seems to be the designated time. As every magician knows, timing is everything.
Yes, and now it is time to get this party fired up. Alright, what do you got? The night of the crime.
That night, I visited the hospital room at the time Magnifi requested. The smell of gunpowder hung in the room, and my mentor had taken his final bow. I did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Yet, a deal with the dead still a deal. Death's sweet kiss I gave to the clown. Then I informed the doctor and the police. So you were the one who reported the crime. Indeed. I would think this fact alone would clear my name of suspicion.
Oh, no. No. It ain't clear you ain't clear to shit, buddy. Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Yes, the cross-examination generally comes before the conclusions in this court. But if your testimony proves to be true, then the defendant, Zach Gramier, is guilty.
And if it wasn't Zach Gramier, then the killer was you, Valent. And no disappearing act will get you out of that. Alright. The night of the crime. That night I visited the hospital room. Okay. Smell of gunpowder hung in the air. My mentor had taken his final bow. So when he showed up, Magnifi was already dead. I did not imagine my fellow student might receive the same instructions. A deal with the dead is still a deal. Death's sweet kiss I gave to the clown. You're saying you shot the clown. There were 2 bullet holes at the scene. One in the victim and one in the clown. You're saying the one who shot the clown was you?
No doubt my partner Zach has said much the same thing.
Yeah, because whoever didn't shoot the clown committed murder. I'd better dig around here a bit more and see what I turn up. Mr. Valent, let me ask about something else concerning the crime scene. Namely, the bullet in the pistol, location of the pistol, the number of pistols. Right, because Zach said that he took his, so... How many pistols were there when you entered the room?
By which you mean what, precisely?
2 pistols were used in the Zach and Valent quick draw shoot 'em, correct? 1 for each of you.
You are well informed, yet only one of my old friends sat in the hospital room that night.
What did Zach tell me back in the lobby?
Of course, I had no intention of shooting my mentor. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time, and found there upon his bedside 2 pistols. I took the pistol I had fired and put it in my pocket. I see no problem with that statement. Only 1 pistol is visible in the photograph of the crime scene, after all.
So you picked up that pistol and fired it?
Indeed I did! Alakazam, alakazing, alakaboom! Is the number of pistols really so important?
I think it is.
The number of pistols is quite important, Your Honor. Very well. Please add this detail to your testimony. What can I do but obey? Only one pistol was in the hospital room that night. With it, I shot the clown.
Yeah, but the barrel marks match the bullet found in the victim, not in the clown. Nah, we got you, dude. Objection!
According to the defendant, Zach Grandmarier, when he entered the room, there were 2 pistols on that table. 2? One of those pistols he used to shoot the clown in the forehead. Then he left with it in his pocket. Of course, this is what he would say. Unlike the hapless clown, we must assume our defendant had some brains in his head. Well, what about when Mr. Valentis told us? You see, there's something about his testimony that doesn't make any sense. And what might that be? I told you. I took the pistol that was there and shot the clown. That's your story, at least. But the rifling marks tell a very different story, Mr. Valent. Recall what Prosecutor Gavin told us. We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with a bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullet were a perfect match. Mr. Valent, if you fired this pistol, then you shot the victim in the forehead! Order! Order! Well, this is all rather sudden. Oh, what have I done? Prosecutor Gavin? I owe the court an apology. Sorry. Sorry for what? You see, I was unaware that 2 of these unique pistols were crafted. The analysis of the rifling marks only proves the type of guns that fired them.
Bullshit!
That's not what you told us before! You said you'd verified the murder weapon! Which is why I'm apologizing to you now. Quite sincerely, I might add. Would you hold me accountable for a mistake made in my youth? That was just this morning! I am still young.
You little shit!
And I might add, it wasn't really my fault. If the defendant had only admitted he took one pistol from the scene of the crime, we would not be having this pleasant discussion now. Valant Grandmarier? Yes, Your Honor. You were presented to this court as a decisive witness, but you've proven to be more divisive than decisive. You'll see in time. The testimony so far has merely been a review of the facts. The proof comes next. Care to elaborate, Prosecutor Gavin? Mr. Valent entered the hospital room. The victim had already been shot, as his next testimony will prove. Hair right. The real fight is about to begin. Bring it.
Oh, the confidence.
Very well. The witness will now testify to the court. Help us determine who shot what.
They reminded me of that part in God Games when Athena was like, bring it.
It was so good. I arrived in the hospital room at the appointed time, which is to say, 11:20 p.m. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation, then called in the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. He was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10 p.m. And the one in the room at that time was my partner, not me. Those times are rather close, you have to admit. You're talking about an alibi established over a matter of minutes. To use a 10-minute discrepancy as the basis of your alibi is easy to explain in this situation, Herr Judge. For example, take our debut hit single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Cue to the song, press the play button and it will play for 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Do it 100 times and the result is the same. Their debut single was only 2 minutes and 15 seconds long? Pfft, what a ripoff. Magic is a world of utmost precision. Hocus pocus requires admirable focus. Only the time of death determined by the doctor, there is an incontrovertible. I cannot read. Oh my god. An incontrovertible truth. Very well. The prosecution warns us that we're dealing with rather precise times, and we can expect the cross-examination to require the same level of precision. I would hope that the defense refrains from its customarily broad, sweeping accusations, lest we blur the focus this case so clearly demands. Point taken. Baseless remarks will result in a penalty. Carry on, Mr. Wright. Carry on. Right. Okay. I arrived in the hospital room at the appointed time. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. He was quite clear about the time of death. Let's press that. I don't think I'm stepping out on a limb here to say I have some doubts about this. How could the doctor be so precise with the time? We do only usually get an estimated time of death, that's true. I'm not sure I've heard of a verified time of death.
You get it all the time in medical dramas, though.
Magic revels in making the complex appear simple. But reality is the opposite. What appears complex in this case is a simple matter of subtraction. Oh, I see another person has done their arithmetic homework. The point here is the IV the victim was taking. It's quite visible in the photograph of the scene. Recall what we heard earlier about the victim, Magnifique Marier's schedule. Every night at 11, Magnifique took an IV drop for 30 minutes. I can see the IV bag right there, yes. Now, look a little closer. Follow the tube down from the bag to the end. Oh! The needle's been removed! Doubtlessly, it fell out when he was shot. That would seem to be the case. When the needle comes out, the IV no longer drips. You could just remember...
Or a nurse removed it. Yeah, it could have... I mean, the tape is still there. Those things are pretty secure. So... I don't know if the force of a gun would be enough to, like, yank that IV loose. I don't know about this.
Oh, you could just measure the remaining IV liquid.
Precisely. The IV liquid functions, for our purposes, as an hourglass of sorts. This is how the doctor determines the time of death. From the amount remaining in the bag, it was determined that the IV had stopped 10 minutes after administration began. Approximately 10 minutes had passed since the IV began.
And so it was, when I, Valiant, entered that room. 10 minutes had passed since that horrible crime was committed. And this is proof. Well, Mr. Wright?
Did that seem important? That was very important. Well, seeing as how it's the biggest clue we have to the time of death, I'd say it's very important.
Agreed. It would be hard to imagine a more precise way to determine the time. Behold the power of arithmetic! Very well. The witness will add this detail to his testimony. Sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth. The water of life springs not eternal. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence.
Does it, though? Did you notice the IV yourself, by any chance?
When first I entered that room, the stench of gunpowder assailed me. Next, the mark of death upon my mentor's forehead. And then, his left arm did I spy, a rose, drooping and wilted. Its thorn, the discarded IV needle.
Knocked from the vein by the force of the shot, luckily for you. If that IV had not been there, well, you might have been the suspect.
Indubitably so. I might say it's thanks to my lucky color.
Your lucky color?
Indeed. Even today I wear it proudly upon my suspect self, for it always, without fail, brings me luck. Why, when Zack and Valent won their first Magician's Grand Prix? Yes! The very one held by the Association of International Magicians! I was adorned in this entire den, too! And our trophy, a bust. Oh, what a day that was!
This is a trip down memory lane no one needs.
My lucky color, yes indeed. And that IV too. I say, I think 'twas hewed especially for me. Valent! That does seem to be the case indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, any thoughts on this testimony?
Valent sure looks happy with himself. Okay, how about this lucky color testimony? The IV was green. He's wearing yellow. Isn't that a contradiction? It certainly sounds like your lucky colors brought you plenty of luck. But not this time. Mr. Valent, your lucky colors betrayed you.
I'm afraid you've lost me.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony just now clearly contradicts the evidence.
What? Please recall my warning at the beginning of this cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Baseless accusations will be duly penalized. I do hope this latest accusation is well-based.
Don't worry, I got all your bases right here.
Very well. Let's hear the defense's claim. Where is your evidence that contradicts what Mr. Valent has told us?
It's right there in the crime scene photo. The crime scene tells all, Your Honor.
The photo of the crime scene?
We can assure you, Judge, it's quite based. I wish they would have brought that line back. I would have died laughing if he had said that again.
All this talk of color has me yearning for my black and white, clear-cut simplicity.
Tell us, Herr Wright. Just where is the contradiction in this photo?
My pleasure. And I assure you it's quite simple.
But I can't promise anything in black and white.
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What in this photo contradicts the witness's testimony?
Now, I don't know if this would work if the player were colorblind, but that sure don't look green to me. Valent Grand Marnier, let's get one thing straight about your lucky color. It's yellow, yes?
Kind of takes the mystery out of it, but yes. Is something wrong with yellow, Mr. Wright?
Yes, there is. Decisively wrong, in fact. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene. Phoenix, let's get one thing straight. I'm not. Pride Month lasts all year round, baby. Let's go. Ooh. We unfortunately will have to pause. We do have an ad break coming up here. So we don't have much left in this trial, though. So we are going to take a very brief 3-minute break. And when we come back, we will conclude the case, and I don't think we're gonna have enough time to get into the next part of the story. So we may wrap up after this, but we will be back for sure in 3 minutes time. So stick around, guys. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Let's finish this case off, shall we?
What's this? Confusion? Doubt? Tell us, what do your elderly eyes spy? Even my elderly eyes can see a problem here, Mr. Valent. Look at that IV bag. What is this? What foul man?
It'd be hard to call that IV liquid yellow. And I'm afraid no magic was involved in the taking of this photograph.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh look! No!
That's not a bad breakdown. I like that.
Order! Order! What does this mean? This is some kind of a mistake! Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Your witness's mistake.
The greener they are, the harder they fall. I suppose there's no substitute for experience. Valiant Grand Marnier, as you reminded us several times, your lucky color is yellow, but the IV is clearly not.
Well,
this contradiction can mean only one thing. Until Sync, you almost had me. I see your true colors now. Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Name drop.
Something you'd like to tell us, Prosecutor Gavin? As far as this court can tell, the witness's testimony does contradict the evidence.
Yes, a contradiction. One that I shall be pleased to hand right back to Mr. Wright. How do you mean? How? Because the witness has made no mistakes. I agree at a glance the IV liquid does appear a sort of greenish yellow, but I assure you, the liquid itself is quite yellow.
Yellow liquid? How can you say that? As far as I can tell from this photo, it's green.
Yes, but what color is the IV bag itself? Oh, you're gonna try and tell us? Oh, you bitch.
The bag? You mean the plastic bag on the hook? It looks like, I want to say a light blue?
Precisely. Figured it out yet? Put a yellow liquid in a blue bag and you get green. This, incidentally, is the liquid's true color.
I see. Your explanation does have the ring of truth to it.
Damn it! Stupid blue bag. As I thought. There's no substitute for experience, Prosecutor Gavin.
What?
You may tell a good tale, but you've just proven something rather grave. For you, that is. Oh, you know what? How did he know it was yellow if it was in the blue bag? Oh, did we just Jessica Fletcher him?
Grave?
The liquid in the IV is yellow, yes. But how did this witness know that? You just got Jessica Fletchered! It's quite unnatural when you think about it. You did think about it, didn't you?
Your Honor, the defense requests an explanation from the witness. At the scene of the crime, the IV liquid appeared to be green. So let me ask, how did the witness know the IV liquid was actually yellow?
Yo, let's go! Get him! Get him! Oh, this music's so good.
Oh, look at this! Oh my God!
Beautiful.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, you will explain this at once! The witness clearly knew the color of the IV liquid, so I'm sure it means something, but what?
I can think of only one possibility, Your Honor. The witness, Valiant Grand Marnier, has testified that the IV liquid was yellow because he'd seen it before. From the facts before us, the answer is clear. The witness knew that the IV liquid was yellow.
Why? Because he'd seen it before. But not inside the blue bag we see in the photo. He saw the liquid by itself, in a clear, colorless bag. I suppose he would have had to, but I'm still not clear as to what this all means. Ask yourself, why would he know if he didn't work at a hospital? That's where you'll find your meaning, Your Honor. I'm afraid I find nothing. So what if he knows the IV liquid's color? Leave the getting excited over absolutely nothing to our teeny bopper fans, yeah? Oh! Hey, yo, Governor Stands, y'all hear that? He just called y'all out. Cancel this bitch. The IV liquid is the only evidence proving the time of death. A 30-minute hourglass with 20 minutes worth of sand remaining. Your claim, Prosecutor Gavin. God, yes, the OG Pursuit theme. It's so good, man. I remember it well. However, there's a critical difference between an hourglass and an IV bag. Oh, wait! I know! An hourglass uses sand, but an IV bag uses liquid! I'm right? As much as it pains me to say this, Your Honor, no. Unlike the sands through an hourglass, so are the days of our lives. What the hell? IV liquid enters the patient's body, at which point, like magic, it disappears. However, what if the amount of the IV liquid had increased? You couldn't tell, could you? After all, there's no way of knowing how much went in. Let me get this straight, Helllight. You're saying the witness watered down the victim's IV bag? Not with water, but with IV liquid. That's how you knew the IV liquid was yellow! Oh, he just topped it off! He topped it off! No, wait! I said wait! How might an amateur such as myself essay to perform such a task? I'm an amateur too, but I can pour water to a cup. I'm afraid there's quite a big difference between a cup and an IV bag. Quite. Can you prove our witness is capable of such a feat? Here's a point, amateurs. I, at least, would have had some difficulty pouring liquid into that bag. You don't need to be an expert to see the look on the witness's face. He added liquid to that IV bag to throw off the time of death. I tire of these fairy tales lacking evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, any solid evidence to bring us back down to earth? Valiant Grammarier, I'm afraid your magic won't serve you well in a life of crime. Might I ask what you're strongly suggesting? Magic relies on props, and props become evidence. Our witness was certainly able to increase the amount of IV liquid in the bag. All he had to do was work a little magic. And the prop was... Oh! What if he stuck the syringe in the bag and just went zip? I bet you that's what it was. The victim's syringe? It's the perfect prop for the magically increasing IV trick. And easy enough for an amateur to use. What kind of evidence is that? The syringe was clean, not a trace of liquid in it. And don't you find that odd, Prosecutor Gavin? What? The victim had the syringe to administer his insulin shots. There should have been traces of insulin left inside. Well, Valiant Grammarier, as you pointed out yourself, the IV liquid makes the perfect clock. One that you could manipulate at will. So how does this all go wrong? I do believe, well, with this being his first, that the burden of this trial has been a bit too much to bear for Prosecutor Gavin.
I'm afraid that, while there is a doubt as to the amount of IV liquid in that bag, the time of death cannot be proven. And that brings our trial to a close for today.
Maybe I can squeeze an extra day out of this. I can do a little much-needed investigation work.
Uh-oh. We're getting an objection from Clavier. Oh, an objection from Rune Wolf! Everyone here, including Chad, is a total kick-butt person. Thank you? Hello! Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Truly, there is no substitute for experience. Nothing blinds one to the truth so effectively. A word to the wise: underestimate the young, and they'll sweep your feet out from under you in a way you never, ever expected. You see, I know exactly what you're thinking. What's he talking about? You say the witness used the syringe to manipulate the level of the IV liquid, but there is no proof. There's no proof he didn't do it either. Yes, quite true. He's admitting it? Nor was this witness quite as decisive as I had hoped. This I admit. After all, why linger in the past when the future holds so much?
You have something in mind, Prosecutor Gavin?
Proof, Herr Judge. I have another way to prove my case. With evidence, no less.
What's this?
This is the victim, Magnifique Grandmarier's diary.
Diary?
After going into the hospital, Magnifique began writing his memoirs, it seems. The story of his birth, his startling debut, and of meeting his disciples. It seems he intended for the last chapter to end, quite appropriately, with his death.
Wait. That book doesn't say what the reason was, does it? The reason why his disciples couldn't refuse his last request?
Sadly, it does not. What's important here is on the last page. Apparently, the victim wrote in his journal that night, even after the IV had begun at 11 p.m. Let's read it, shall we?
Tonight's IV is in. Maybe the last. I leave the rest to them. The first should come soon. This journal may end here or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. All that is left to mine is to lay down this pen.
This does appear to have been written just before his death. The court accepts this into evidence.
Read the very last part with particular care. This journal may end here, or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. Of course, by his, he refers to our defendant, Zach Grandmarier.
That would make sense, yes. He was the first scheduled visitor after all.
But look at what he said before that. This journal may end here or it may go on. It may go on. Magnifique Grandmarier intended to write again. That is, if Zach Grandmarier didn't pull the trigger. I see the defense understands the meaning of this. The victim's diary does not go on, it ends. Because Magnifique's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Grandmarier.
Order! Prosecutor Gavin, are you certain that Magnifique Grandmarier wrote this?
There is no mistaking his handwriting.
Well, this does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnifique did intend to continue his diary. Yet, if his diary ended here, which plainly it did,
then the one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Grandmarier. Well, how do you like me now, Herr White? Still too green for your taste,
I know what we have to do here.
He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlook such an obvious problem with this precious evidence.
Well, Mr. Wright, the witness's testimony we heard was lacking. But put together with this evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case.
If the diary is accepted like this, the trial's over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something.
I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence.
What? You have some evidence that overturns this diary?
It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment.
Very well. Please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Incidentally, don't even think of showing us this diary I've just shown the court. Now that we've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Show us evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary.
All right, I'd be happy to. The decisive evidence proving that the diary didn't end with this page is... I know what it wants me to do. I know this is a trap. I know this is where it's gonna all go wrong. But the past is in the past. We can't change what happens here. What makes this even worse is, remember that it was Trucy who gave this to him at the very beginning. So I wonder if Trucy... There's no way Trucy would have known, right? Right? After all this time? I'm sorry, Phoenix. First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out.
What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all.
That's why we're still here talking about this. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page.
Oh, look, I don't believe it!
Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnifique Grand Marnier. That's the defense's position.
Wait, let me see that. What in Sam Hill? Why, this is the continuation of that victim's diary!
Note the torn edge of the page. It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page in Magnifique's diary.
Quite remarkable.
Would you care to explain what all this means, Herr Attorney?
The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Grand Marnier left, leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor. Valid Grand Marnier!
No. No! The handwriting, too, matches that on the other pages. This is without a doubt the genuine article. Order! Order! But wait! That's impossible! That old man couldn't have written that!
Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Herr Wright?
Resist what? Presenting solid evidence?
Herr Judge?
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness.
But Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses.
I ask only to put it on hold. Please. My new witness has a very, very important piece of testimony to give. 5 minutes. No more. I promise, Your Honor.
Well, if you put it that way, Mr. Wright, what's your take on this?
Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, we'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway. So, it might as well be sooner.
Then, though this is highly, highly irregular, we will put the current cross-examination on hold. The witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring this surprise witness to the courtroom.
I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. He must have known. And I should have known. It was a bad sign all around.
Holding trial with no audience is a first. Even for me, Prosecutor Gavin.
I beg the court's understanding. But I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony. Uh-oh. Alright, sorry, I turned the mic up. Is that better? A judiciary deal? The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say? I thought it best to contain the information to this room.
Very well. And you are the witness, I gather?
Yes. Yes, sir.
State your name and occupation for the record.
My name's Drew Misham. I'm a painter.
A painter? And you were somehow related to this case?
No. Well, not per se.
I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is?
Oh, yeah. I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I made it.
You... what? You made it?
Yes. You might call it one of my works.
The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zachary Marier. Oh, fuck, here we go.
Illegal evidence?
I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large. Drew Misham has another side, you might say. He is skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words.
Forgeries? Well, so, are we to understand that this page here
is a fake, prepared by a certain defense attorney?
Hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence!
The attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume. But what is he saying? He makes no sense.
After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Felix, right? Witness! Mr. Misham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client?
That... I don't know.
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want and receive my payment. That's the extent of my contact with them.
But there's no proof that this is a fake!
It's a fake.
Huh?
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say without a doubt, this is mine. Oh shit. Yeah, no, no. I'm saying Gavin is the blame here too. Gavin's the blame here too. And Gavin is absolutely at fault here as well. Because he knew. He knew that the diary was fake. He knew the diary page was fake. He knew the diary page was fake. That is enough probable cause to, at the very least, prompt an investigation into the rest of the diary, right? No, at the most, this is a mistrial. This is a mistrial at the most.
Mr. Wright, you have just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court. It was careless of me. That's all I can say.
Oh boy! Here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
It was all a trap. A fatal trap. Mr. Wright? Yes? Do you have an explanation for yourself? If I did, would the court hear it? Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime, and presenting it in court, a serious mistake. A fatal mistake for an attorney. Fatal too, perhaps, for your client, I fear. Tell me, what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one. Your Honor, wait! I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime, but you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual. I am sorry, Mr. Wright. Your Honor? Another close call, I dare say. If the prosecutor's office hadn't received that hot tip, everything would have gone the way you wanted it to, yeah? I even gave you a chance. Too bad you decided not to sink before embarrassing yourself. I see no need for further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed.
Mr. Attorney? Yes? Could I ask your name?
Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Wright, I have seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must... Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Zack? There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible. I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you. Except, tell me, how do you plan on announcing your verdict when your defendant doesn't exist? Doesn't exist? What are you talking about? I am talking about this. Mr. Enigmore! The defendant escaped! Find him, quick! Bailiff, close all exits from the building! On the double! He must not be allowed to escape! That day, in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shadi Enigmar, aka Zach Grandmarier, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably, vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again. Not since that day. This is the Grandmarier miracle! No verdict was declared. After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zach Grandmarier vanished, along with him, for all eternity. The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however, but not until 7 years later. Yeah, no, fuck this. No, I am not okay right now. I am not okay. Like, why didn't... That whole diary should never have been admitted into evidence. If there was any doubt as to its validity, it should have never been presented at all in the courtroom. So no. Clavier absolutely should have lost his badge over this. Clavier absolutely should have lost his badge along with Phoenix. If Phoenix got disbarred for this, Clavier should have gotten disbarred as well. And like, this can't be the first time that there's been like faked evidence in an Ace Attorney game. I know that we have bluffed in a courtroom. I know we've bluffed our way to victory in the Furio Tigre thing. Like, I know we did that, and I have qualms about that as well. I have qualms about us basically lying in court to do that. The police can sometimes get away with it, like in a court procedural like drama fiction thing. Police can get away with tricking the victim, or tricking the real killer into that. I don't think you can get away with that in a court of law. Okay, look, I know Ace Attorney does not adhere to real world laws. But no. Clavier absolutely should have also lost his job over this. Von Karma exists. Miles also submitted false evidence. He has no idea what it was, yet he kept his badge when the truth came. Exactly! Miles submitted false evidence. Miles didn't know which evidence was fake and which wasn't. Phoenix didn't know that evidence was faked. So why is he the only one who loses his badge? The fact that Phoenix Wright, a man trusted by his court for years, would be immediately turned on for something so out of his control is so insulting. Yes, I agree. And the fact that he didn't warn Phoenix that evidence had been forged, I say Clavier made the fake. There's no evidence Phoenix hadn't made. It could have been Clavier. Oh, yeah, no, I agree, no. You know, I'm taking back every nice thing I said about Clavier because I'm so pissed at him right now. I am so pissed at Clavier.
There is no reason he should have. There is no reason he gets to keep his job and Phoenix doesn't. Fuck off with that. Anyway, I'm gonna get bent out of shape of this. I'm gonna get bent out of shape so bad on this. Oh my god, this is the dumbest. This is the dumbest it's ever been. The hypocrisy here is so blatant. Blatant hypocrisy. They just had to come up with some reason for Phoenix to lose his badge. But they settled on something. They settled on something that they've already used and has established that the court doesn't give a fuck about. Because of Von Karma, because of Miles, because of the... They all got to keep their jobs. They all submitted fake evidence. Von Karma knew that he was submitting fake evidence, and he kept his job. This is really the best they could have done. Really? Fine. You want to not make Phoenix a lawyer anymore. You want him to lose his badge for some reason. Fine. Whatever. You could have had him... I don't know. You could have had him kill somebody. I don't know. And then we'd really have reason to defend Phoenix, right? Have him cap a bitch. I don't know. But this is just stupid. Oh, man. Oh, gang. I am not going to be okay about this. I am not going to be okay about this for a while. I think it's for the best that we just kind of stop here for now and let everybody just calm down for a bit, because this is dumb. This is dumb, and I'm really upset about this, and I need to just step away and just... No, I'm not all right now, and I need to step away. So I hate to end Gay Lawyer Sunday on such a bummer, but this is where we're going to stop for tonight. And we will resume Gay Lawyer Sunday. Actually, we're going to be away from this game for a little bit. Because I'm going to be going out of town next week, and so we will not be doing any streams at all next week. So we're gonna be away from Ace Attorney for a bit. But I will be streaming a little bit this week, before I leave town. So we will be streaming tomorrow. We've got Mystery Monday, which is gonna be kind of a try it Monday. I have some, mystery games that I got a hold of during Steam's Next Fest, that I think you guys might get a kick out of. We've also got Persona 5 Royal on Tuesday, because on Thursday, I'm playing Super Smash Bros. With Midi Kita and some friends. So we're gonna smash it up and have a little fun. So be sure and tune in for that. But for now, the SCG Detective Agency is officially closed. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys on Monday. Take care, everybody. So long.